Hello natural beauties, welcome to my channel. My name is Nat and today we're going to be collaborating with Amythest Winters. Jennifer Miller is a good friend of mine here on YouTube and she was gracious enough to include me in an invite for her Instagram group chat, and so she and I do collaborate regularly, but this is the first time she and I are collaborating individually, like one-on-one. So we are going to be using one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas. We are using Dominique Cosmetics, and this is the Sweater Weather palette, and I think that it is just adorable, and you can see what it looks like. It does come with two lippies. I think I am going to try and use one today. Probably the lighter of the two, because I think the other one would be just too much like fall. So we thought that we would see if this winter palette, this Sweater Weather, if it's appropriate all year round. So we're going to try and use these colors to create a look. I will say I did use this in my eyebrows and I was really surprised it doesn't look very like purple at all. So that's really encouraging. Another thing is I don't have a lot of Dominique Cosmetics. I do have her Rustic Glam palette, and it is one of my favorites. I would definitely save it in a flood. So I love the formulas and the pigmentation, but as far as this one, I have not used this on its own to create an entire look. And I think that they are mostly matte or like a sheer satin finish. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I want to talk to you. Oh, well, let me tell you. First, I have this Inky List caffeine under my eyes. I have my lids prepped with this Project Pan item. It's ColourPop's Light 20 in it's a concealer, and then I have this e.l.f. Juicy Gloss on my lips. Love the formula, hate the smell. Luckily the scent does not linger. So my eyelids are still just a little bit tacky. My biggest concern with this palette is if it's going to come across on my skin tone. So I'm going to start just a little bit different because I notice I tend to do really dark looks. And even when I'm trying to do something that is like on the lighter side, I'm going to go into that same fuzzy color right there. And even when I try and do something on the lighter side, I end up going dark. And that's not what I want with this, because one of the things that attracted me to it is the actual color scheme. So I'm probably not going to do a whole bunch of talking yet, because I want to talk to y'all about Jennifer. If you are not subscribed to her, I really want to encourage you to go check her channel out. I'm going to have her channel and her video linked, so you know, go check her out. I think as of today she was at 165 subscribers. So I think that it would be awesome if we could get her up to 200, y'all. So go check her out, click the bell, give her some love, and you know, just help support a brand new, well, not brand new, but you know, a smaller YouTube channel, you know. And that is one thing, y'all. So a little bit about her is, first off, she will tell you she is a mother, co-parenting, she is an author and a wife, and she is a makeup lover. And so that's where she and I kind of like run in the same circles, because we both love makeups. Well, we both love makeup, not makeups. And so she is an author, and she does have a book that she's written. I don't know if it's released yet. I know she did an announcement, though. I'll probably have that video linked as well, because I definitely want to support that. It's actually on my bucket list to be a published author. And I do have a few little books, well, little books, that's just me thinking in my head. But I do have a few things that I'm actually working on, not just like thinking about, but like actually, you know, working on right now. And so another thing that I admire about her, y'all, is she is a little bit smaller as far as YouTube is concerned right now. And personally, like, I'm not real big on numbers. I think it's awesome when we hit those goals, you know, because it does kind of make you feel good when you're like, oh, look, you know, people are actually watching me. They're kind of interested, you know, gives you a little bit of validation. And so I was watching her, and I have to tell you, it is so um, pleasurable. I'm trying to use more words than great and very, y'all. It's so pleasurable to see not only her particular channel, but like smaller channels, to see them grow. And one of my favorite things about her is when you watch her videos, she is beaming the whole time. Like, she is smiling from ear to ear. And, you know, she's just beaming the whole time. You can tell that she's having a blast. And I love that. And she has scheduled uploads, y'all. And I think that is awesome. Because in my experience, it is difficult to do like scheduled uploading. Like, you have to be really committed to that. And I think that that's always so impressive. Like, I do a lot of pre-filming, and that way, no matter what comes up, at least I have those videos that are ready to go. And that's because I do a lot of project pans, and I really find joy, y'all, in using my makeup up, using it up. And I know that you know, Jennifer's doing some project pans as well. And I really find encouragement by you know, seeing how y'all use y'all's makeup and getting ideas from y'all. And another series that she does, and I love this series, like, in general, this is one of my favorite series or videos to watch. If you have a playlist, I promise you, if you need watch time and you're like, hey, come watch my playlist, I have a Shop My Stash playlist. I love Shop My Stashes, y'all. And she does a weekly Shop My Stash. And I think with that, I get like a joy, a little bit of a buzz, like living vicariously and seeing what other people have. And so that's another one of her videos or series that I really like to watch. Plus, she just came out with Makeup in a Story. And I haven't finished that video. I'm just a few minutes in, so honestly I can't tell you like what exactly it's about, but I can refer you and tell you that I'm certain that it's got to be good. She's so creative, y'all, and she's an author, and you can tell that she gets joy by doing her makeup. So what is not to love as far as looking for YouTube entertainment, you know? And then another one of her things, another one of her series that I absolutely love is she does Walmart hauls. And I did do grocery hauls for a while. But, you know, again, with me, my channel is just, it's kind of sporadic as far as like, you know, when I upload stuff. I do try to always upload at least like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And if I don't think I'll be able to get anything out on Sunday, I'll try and upload on a Thursday. And she has a filming schedule, y'all. Like, she has an uploading schedule. And when I see any channel with an upload schedule, I feel real inadequate. Because I'm like, dude, I could commit to like, you know, twice a week or whatever, you know. But I would just hate to, you know, let people down because I'm, you know, committed to something that, you know, I turn out to be overwhelmed with that week. Or, you know, especially with everything that's going on, and you know, my work just being so crazy right now, you know, I don't know when exactly I can film. And so the fact that she has a scheduled uploading, well, an upload schedule, I think that's amazing. That is like total hashtag goals for me. And she also works really long hours, and she is super entertaining and encouraging, y'all. And I think, so what we're doing, let's see what all I've used. I've used all three of these. I used that one and this one. So this is the only one that I have left. So I was going to, that's really pretty. Let's just start with, because I don't know how she's going to do her look. And I was thinking about doing like a base with this Stila glitter that I pulled for my April monthly makeup bag. But since I have really used all of these shadows already, I mean, that's kind of what we were aiming to do, right? So it's kind of like mission accomplished. But I want to see how this comes out on the lower lash line, because I may decide to cut that crease anyways with that Stila. And these are like most certainly either matte or satin. Now I will say that this lavender is building up really nicely. Yeah. But, so, not bad. Do y'all think that's spring at all besides that lower lash line? I do like that color though. And I cannot wait to try more Dominique Cosmetics. Dominique Cosmetics, Viseart eyeshadows, and who else? Oh, Violet Voss. Those are my favorite eyeshadow formulas. And I know that might not be a popular opinion because, you know, there's ColourPop and what's the other one I'm thinking about? Profusion. So, but those are my favorite eyeshadows, formulas. And so, back to Jennifer. What else about her? She's just so kind and supportive, y'all. She really is. And I'm just really lucky to have met so many kind people here on YouTube. And, you know, she really just kind of, she's one of those people that she's all about lifting you up. And that's awesome. You know, I think we need more of that right now. And she is just kind of like a breath of fresh air, you know? She's a breath of fresh air when you're like working on Chernobyl, you know? So, I really want to encourage y'all to just go check her out. I don't know how spring this is turning out. And I think it's because I put that purple, that lavender, and that brown on the bottom lower lashes on this lash line. And I feel like that kind of made it, like, gave it a more of a fall look to it. But I think I'm going to clean that up, definitely, for sure. Definitely, for sure. That's kind of funny. But these are really nice, and they did come out on my skin. I think this one is pretty much my skin tone. You can see it's barely even like, maybe like one shade darker than my own personal skin. So I can technically use that like to set my eyes. But I think that this will make a spring look, y'all. Let's see if we put this on right here. Oh, that's a nice little something. Since I didn't go in with that glitter after all. And that buffed out and sheared out real nicely. Yeah, that's pretty. And I love that these build up. I will say it's a little bit of a drier, stiffer formula. And that is not the consistency of all of her shadows. But they build up nicely, and I think this definitely will, you know, work as a spring look. And I do have a few more things that we can add to it. I am probably gonna go off camera first though, because this eye's starting to water. Let's do a little cleanup here. Just real gentle. I'm really excited to see what Jennifer comes up with, because there's a real limited number of shadows in here. So there's really only, because I thought about going in with this one, doing like a smoked out eye. I'm like, I don't know if that's spring. So we're going to go in with this, and it is also in one of my project pans. I actually just rolled this into my Partners in Cream project pan. Ooh, that's a lot. And it does have a really nice sheen to it. And usually, even though this is a primer, if I'm being honest, I usually don't wear foundation with it. And I'm just gonna leave that for now. And so I was thinking when I was doing this, like, about blush, because I love pulling new stuff out, because I'm kind of obsessed a little bit, or infatuated, we'll say that. I'm a little infatuated with my project pan items, or stuff that I pull, just because I really, really like to see, like, movement in makeup. And because of that, I don't always pan very quickly, you know, because I kind of scatter my use out. And while I like to see stuff move, I also like to have options, or else I get a little bored. Oh goodness, we got a sick puppy, y'all. But I think he's on the upswing, and he's with his dad right now. So, like I was saying, what was I saying? I was distracted because I'm worried about Chancho. So I was thinking about using this Cover FX, but I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with this, and I'm going to go in, and I wasn't sure which blush, but I think I'm just going to keep it because we're doing spring, right? So I'm just keep that real, real high and just buff it out real lightly. And I really love this brush. This is the e.l.f. blush brush. I think Kaylee Wesley gave me this brush. David's with the dogs, y'all, so that's why I'm not moving, because I know that he's taking care of him over there. And we're just gonna sheer that out. I'm not gonna work so much on that side because of that horrible shadow. And then what I've also been doing is I've been stacking my blushes. So like you see this little pink right here, I'm going to take this angled brush and I'm going to just go in on the top of that right there. And I'm going to go right on the high parts of that blush there. And it really just helps give a soft little peak of pink up top. Oh my gosh, this looks so bad right there. My nose is itching. Can y'all see that sheen? I mean, it really does give you a nice little glow. I'm talking about that Becca primer. But I realize not everybody likes these shimmery, dewy kind of primers, or even products. Not everyone likes them. Personally, I do. We were standing in line somewhere. I don't remember. We were outside, though. And my boyfriend was like, he looked at me, and he's like, you look like the guy from Twilight, because he was all glittery in the sun. And I really enjoy a good shimmer or sparkle. And so that's part of the reason why I am excited to see what Jennifer comes up with, because I feel like we all kind of we all have our own like individual makeup style. And I think that's awesome. And especially when you're using the same palette, you know, because it's like, you know, a lot of times you look at a palette and you're like, okay, I can do this look and I can do this look, but then what else? You know, so it's like, are she and I going to do the same looks? Or how are we going to be different? And then I'm going to go in with this former Partners in Cream product. This is ColourPop's Disney Princess Super Shock Cheeks in the color Part of Your World. And I just like to get it on the tip of my finger and just kind of lay it down where I want it and then just buff it out. in little circles, and then I'll take whatever's left and just wipe it right down the center of my nose and then right above my brows. I gotta admit, the fact that I figured out today with this video that I could use this color for my brows and this color as like an all over setting color, that really like makes me even more excited to possibly not only use that that palette, but possibly even hit pan on it, because I think I want to hit some pan on it. So I guess now we're just going to go ahead and do some highlighting. And you can see I've used the mess out of that one. But this one right here I haven't used very much. And I think it has like a pink kind of color to it. And I think adding pink to this look will really help that sweater weather be a little more spring appropriate. But I think that it's a great spring palette. I think they just kind of wrapped it in what looked like a sweater and gave it a winter name. But otherwise, I think that it works really well for a spring palette. Plus, I love lavenders and purples, and I think we're gonna go in just one more time, just one more, because I think this one right here has a little bit of a translucent shift to it, and so I'm gonna put it right here. I have a mirror right here, but I've noticed when yeah, that's definitely got a pink shift to it. Can y'all see that? I've really enjoyed that LA Colors face palette right there, y'all. It has just been, and I've gotten more use out of it than I anticipated. Like, product is moving quicker than I thought that it would. Now, hold on. Alright, so here's what I did off camera. Not a whole lot. I did add a coat of my Tarte Man-Eater mascara. Now we're going to go in with our Urban Decay Rockstar, and we're going to go into our waterline with that, and we're just going to add a little bit of purple, and then I like to, but right now I'm going to put this right, instead of using a liquid liner, I'm going to use a pencil one. I'm going to use a pencil one. That's funny. And then if you'll notice on my other eye over here, when I did my mascara, I only went into the outer part of my eyes. And that's because my eyes, you know, that makes them look a little rounder. Alright, so I applied that mascara, and you can see again I went right to my pupils with that pencil eyeliner, and I kept my mascara the heaviest right on the outside lashes. We're going to go ahead and use this lipstick that came in the pack. It's called Sugar and Spice, and I think it is definitely more spring than the purple one. Let's wipe our lip. That's disgusting. I hope that wasn't like that the whole time. And I have used these lips before. They are really nice. The other one is a matte lip, but this one is so nice and such a great formula. This one I think is a gloss. Now that does make it a little more, or a little less spring to me than if I had gone in with like a different kind of nude, because it's a little pink, and I was hoping for a little orange, and I was hoping for a little more pink. But either way, that's okay. I do believe that this sweater weather is appropriate all year round. Please go check out Jennifer if you are not familiar with her. Subscribe to her channel, hit that bell, let her know that you are from my channel, and we are hoping to get her to 200 as soon as possible. Thank you all so much for joining me. Please forgive me if I had nasty lips. I did not realize it. I should have. And I just want to thank you for clicking on this video. Just know that I'm sending positivity to you, and I hope that you're doing what you love. I will talk to you later. Bye, y'all.